Do you ever think about how some people will have less experience than you, or perhaps education, and yet they're getting the job that you want? And you stop and think, why and what can you do to change it? Finding a job hasn't been easy, and you want to focus on elevating your job hunting strategy so that you can boost your chance in getting hired. I have coached people just like you for almost 2 decades, and I want to teach you next. I have lots to cover today, so let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back. And if you're new here, thank you so much for joining. I'm Lara and I make videos about building your career and making that positive change all on my channel. Go ahead and click that subscribe button so we can stay connected each week when I post new videos. In today's video, I'm going to teach you my top 6 tips to increase your chances in getting a job. If you're fresh out of school or you're just getting into the workforce, you definitely want to follow along and make notes. Tip number 1, be creative when writing your resume. This is not about having different shapes or images on your resume. It's about formatting it to highlight the skills and qualifications. You want your resume to be easy flowing. You don't want it to be boring or confusing. If your resume is at least 3 to 5 years old, I guarantee you're going to need a new resume. And if it's your first one, then that's great, you get a fresh start. Just to put things into perspective, recruiters or hiring managers scan your resume in about 10 seconds, they know whether or not they want to continue reading. So this is your chance to really make sure that your resume is creative and it stands out with your skills and your qualifications. Tip number 2, don't forget your cover letter. A cover letter is a motivational letter. It is a representation of your personality and it highlights your qualifications. It is a way to introduce yourself and to summarize your professional background. This gives recruiters and hiring managers a first impression of you and to check to see how your personality will fit with the team. Now, some jobs don't require a cover letter, but this is where you will stand out and it will show that you've done the extra effort to create one. Previously, I've made a video on how to create a cover letter. I will leave the link in the description so you can go check that out. Tip number 3 is focus on your strengths and your accomplishments. A lot of resumes nowadays are starting to look more like a job description, and they're not focusing on the strengths and the accomplishments that they're bringing to the role. They also are not talking about what they've done in previous roles. So here's some examples of what you could write. In your resume, if you've listed strong communication skills, I want you to write this instead. Put that you're confident and professional speaking abilities, or you can say that you're an empathetic listener and persuasive speaker. What this does is it gives them an idea of what you can bring as a top candidate. Tip number 4, research the company. If you want to convince them that you're the perfect fit and the ideal candidate, then you want to do a little bit of digging. You want to take a look to see what is their mission statement. How do they treat their employees? What do they stand for? Take keywords from that and then apply them into your application. This way, when you are applying, it's specific to that company. Your applications should never be exactly the same for every company. This is why you want to do some extra research so that your resume really does stand out and they see that right from the start. Tip number 5 is follow up. If you've had an interview or a pre-screened phone call for the position, then a follow-up can be given as a checkpoint. This keeps your name top of mind and it reiterates the fact that you still are interested in the position. I've got a few examples that I can show you of how you can write your follow-up email. Example number 1. Hi, thank you so much for meeting with me to review my interest in joining the team. Please let me know if you need anything else from my end. Looking forward to hopefully connecting soon. Best. Now I want to give you a little bit different of an example. Hi, I hope you are well. I wanted to check in regarding the position. I am still very much interested in the role as I feel very confident I would be a great fit with the team. Please let me know if I can provide any further information. Best regards. Tip number 6 is sign up for LinkedIn. You definitely want to get a head start on your applications by having this professional profile. Also, 70% of employers screen their applicants on social media before giving them an interview. Also, did you know that recruiters will go through candidates on LinkedIn and search for anybody that has the same qualifications that they're looking for and invite them for interviews? So companies that maybe you never thought about applying to could be reaching out to you because you have a LinkedIn profile. So it's very critical that you include things like your education, your experience, your qualifications, and perhaps any testimonials that you have from people you've worked with. Include all of that in. This will definitely give you an advantage and increase your chances of getting a job. The job market is very competitive, but it's those things that we talked about today that will give you the edge and get you in front of the companies that you want to work for. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a like, and I would love for you to subscribe so we can stay connected each week when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.